So we've finished up our animation. We've got everything behaving as we like. Got a nice little scene happening here. Now we want to export our work out to a video file format so that we can distribute the animation. And in this case, our intention is to post it on our Instagram pages. We'll use another bit of software to instigate that process often referred to as rendering. And that tool is called Adobe Media Encoder, which you'll have installed on your machines by now. So let's do that. Let's go File, Export, and Add to Adobe Media Encoder. Now I already had the application up and running, but you might find that it does take quite a bit of time for Media Encoder to launch, and then also for your project to appear in the render queue. So just be patient with that. It might take a minute or sometimes two if you haven't already got the app open. Anyway, this is a list of all of the things that you are going to render. It's kind of good to instigate the rendering process outside of After Effects because rendering sometimes can be quite time consuming, and it's good to be able to go back to After Effects and keep working if you need to. In the render queue we have a list of all of the assets that we're rendering to video, and this is our project here, or our composition that we've animated. Asset for animation, I probably could have named it something better, but I haven't. And we're going to export that out to a video that is compressed with the H.264 compression format. Now it's a compression format that kind of strips some of the quality of the animation in lieu of file size and performance, kind of like what JPEG does for a still image. And that's going to export a video out that is the MPEG-4 format .mp4. So select H.264 as your format. Your output file, I want you to change that to your file name .mp4 out to the directory that you want to save to, so that file path. Now match source here. This is the preset that we're going to use for the compression properties. You'll see under here there is a whole bunch of kind of presets that might be really useful if you're outputting work to particular social media platforms or video serving platforms. YouTube is there. There isn't one for Instagram, so we're going to make that ourselves. If we click on the blue little link here, you only need to make one change to this preset really, and that is to bring down the output quality, I suppose, to make the file size smaller. And if we come across to these tabs here and select the video tab and scroll all the way down to the bitrate settings, we're going to bring our target bitrate down to 3.5. You can see how that's dropped the file size down. In this instance, we've got really quite a short video, so you probably could have a bit better quality, but generally speaking, my understanding is that 3.5 is a good target bitrate for Instagram video. So I'm going to click OK to that. That's the only option I want to change there, is the bitrate setting. And then once I've made that change, I'm going to click the Start Render Queue button here, and should get an indication of how long that render is going to take. And pretty quick in this instance. Obviously, if your animation compositions are longer, they've got more animation, more assets, it will take longer to render. So if I just close down those 3 apps and have a look on the desktop, you can see that there is our animation file ready to upload to Instagram. Now, as you guys will know probably better than me, Instagram is an application and you can't upload using a web browser. So we're going to have to get this file onto our mobile device. And if you're using a Mac, it's probably a good way to do that would be to use AirDrop. And you can see there's my iPhone, and I can drop that over to my iPhone. And that's my daughter's phone there. Don't think she needs this video. And I can actually see that playing on my phone right now, so it's ready to upload into my social media account. Alright guys, good luck.